Hi, future me. So, decided basically to start talking about my counselling sessions and how they've really helped me along the way, and the stories I've been sharing with the people that are interested in kind of hearing what I've been learning, who I've been seeing, the stories I've been telling. And one of the things that I find most interesting, sorry, the one of the things I find I tell other people the most is that one of the first things when I went to see my counselor was that she actually said to me that, Tim, um, there's we're not here to fix you. What a counselor does is that they help you locate your feelings. So it was really interesting when she said this to me, because I kind of went in there expecting to kind of have my problems fixed, um, and wasn't really sure how feelings was going to be involved in it. And this really leads to this really interesting story. And so she asked me one time, how have you been in a situation where you couldn't find your feelings, or someone else identified your feelings for you? And I said yes. There's a time that happened, and I tell this story. So some of you may know that I dance, and I also dance salsa. So I'm going to a local salsa class, and I'm dancing with my salsa partner, and I'm dancing with her, and she goes to me and says, "Tim, you look really bored," and I'm like, "Holy crap! Yes, I'm so bored." Um, and she just laughed, and I'm like, "Thank you for pointing out. Yeah, I'm just super bored." So I told my counselor this story, and she's like, "Right, okay. So when someone asks you how you're feeling," and I'm like, "Yes," does it take you for a little while to work out what you're feeling, and then you respond? And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess it does." And then she comes back with me, and she says this little story. And what she says to me is this: does it feel like what I'm about to tell you? Does it feel like someone asks you, how are you feeling, Tim? And you're standing there and you're thinking to yourself, how are you feeling? And in your mind, you have to leave the room, walk down the corridor, into a separate room. And on this room are your emotions. And in this room of emotions, they're not just there, they're actually in boxes, but the boxes are not labeled. So you've got to walk into this room where your emotion's supposed to be. You're rummaging around for the emotion that you're feeling. Like, you could be hungry. Maybe it's not that. Unhappy. Maybe it's not that. Um, Scared. Maybe it's not that. You're happy. Uh, could be that. Um, you're feeling down. Like, it could be all these emotions that you don't know what they are. And then finally, you pick one that you're feeling. So you pick that feeling up. You put the other emotions away. You walk out of the room with that emotion, whatever one you're feeling. Let's say you're sad. So you pick up that emotion, you walk back down the corridor with it, and then you walk back into the room where you are. You hand yourself that emotion that you're feeling, and you say, "Hey, do you know what? I'm feeling sad right now." And then, like, that is a long period of time for you to work out what you're feeling. And so, what counseling does is that it helps you to transition from, "Oh, hey, how are you feeling?" to identifying the correct emotion, um, more simpler and quicker. And over the last kind of 2 years that I've had counseling and been really thinking about my own mental health. That has been my focus. I've wanted to consciously build these like neural pathways in my head so that I can quickly identify what emotions I'm feeling accurately and quickly and in like a safe space in my brain, and then basically vocalize that emotion or that feeling outward so that it reinforces that I'm feeling that emotion. Um, so yeah, that's essentially what counselling has done for me. What the counsellor has helped me to identify and to work towards that for many, many years to come. So I'm working on it now. I have been working on it and I will continue to work on it. But just to summarize really quickly, the counsellor that I've spoken to has basically said to me, she's not there to fix me, but to help me identify my emotions quickly, simply. Um, and yeah, so that's what counselling's really helped me to achieve and is helping me to achieve.